I'm Josie King, and straight ahead on WVU News, I'll show you ways to be safe this winter season.
February's Go Red for Women in the fight against heart disease. I'm Emily Veneri, and coming up on WVU News, I'll tell you which mineral is stirring up some trouble.
I'm Alex Hagan, and straight ahead on WVU News, I'll tell you how the hazardous roads could affect your car and your wallet. WVU News starts now.
Doctors say that shoveling snow after a winter storm increases your risk of having a heart attack by 22%. I'm Emily Veneri.
And straight ahead, we'll tell you how to keep yourself safe during the winter season. I'm Alex Hagan, and you're watching WVU News, a newscast produced by journalism students at West Virginia University.
The average winter snowfall in Morgantown is 32 inches, and that means residents have a lot of snow to shovel, a task that seems harmless.
That's right, Emily, and statistics show that more than 100 people die every year from shoveling snow.
So what can you do to protect yourself while shoveling snow this winter? WVU News reporter Josie King joins us now with some tips. Josie?
Thanks, Emily and Alex. Morgantown residents are required to remove snow and ice bordering their sidewalks within 24 hours, thanks to a new citywide code. With 2 months of winter left, the next snowstorm could be right around the corner. And did you know shoveling snow causes an average of 11,000 hospital visits a year? I found out why that happens, along with some tips to keep you safe this winter season.
With all the recent snowstorms in Morgantown, shoveling snow may be more than just a pain. Randy Briner knows this all too well, as he recently lost his uncle in a snow-related accident.
It was about 2 weeks ago when we had that big snow and the big heavy snow, and from anything we can figure out, he went out said he was going to go out and clean off the car and the driveway, and he never came back in.
Each year, shoveling snow causes an increase in the number of heart attacks. Dr. Robert Chetland says that shoveling snow is a vigorous activity.
Anybody can have a heart attack. These things can be quite unpredictable in certain situations. And anybody can shovel snow. The problem is individuals regardless of age who are sedentary. That is, they may not be accustomed to the physical demands of shoveling the snow.
Shoveling snow with a combination of colder temperatures and physical activity can cause your heart rate to increase and blood pressure to rise.
Shoveling snow causes an average of 100 deaths per year, but you can reduce your risk by putting salt on your sidewalks the night before a snowstorm.
Briner has learned ways to make things easier when shoveling snow.
Staying as physically active as you can, understanding your limitations is very important when you have heart disease. Trying to have another source that can help you to, take care of snow or take care of other issues in the cold that you have.
The best way to protect yourself is to be prepared in advance.
And remember, you can now be fined for not shoveling your sidewalk, so don't be afraid to ask your neighbors for help. Alex, back to you.
While shoveling snow can be a danger to your health, snow can also damage roads, causing hazardous driving conditions. Many drivers are taking caution, and here at home, I found out how the wintry mix is affecting our roads.
Many Morgantown drivers are experiencing problems when driving to class and work because of hazardous roads. Nick Isolde has already hit some potholes while driving the streets of Morgantown this winter.
I hit a pretty big one, and that can't be good for the suspension in your car, the frames on your tires.
The winter weather has a negative effect on potholes and the condition of the 100 miles of pavement here in Morgantown. Morgantown's assistant city manager says residents will have to wait until the spring or summer for the roads to be fully repaired.
So right now, anything we do is a temporary fix until those blacktop plants start up in the spring.
Several factors that contribute to the road mess are the wintry weather, amount of traffic, and the age of the road. These conditions have caused this particular pothole to grow to about 20 inches wide.
Officials say the city of Morgantown budgets $300,000 to $500,000 every summer to pay for road repairs. But drivers are on their own to cover the cost of vehicle maintenance. The average cost of realignment repairs and new tires is around $100 a piece.
The roads get beat down really easily, so I don't see the roads getting any better anytime soon.
With an estimated 2 more months of bad weather, Morgantown residents will have to wait until the temperature rises for road repairs.
Potholes can be really frustrating, but help is on the way. If you are having trouble with potholes this spring, don't hesitate to contact the Public Works Department at City Hall. The phone number is at the bottom of your screen. While construction on the roads in Morgantown continues, one local nonprofit program is helping women find construction jobs of their own. Step Up for Women is a nonprofit program through West Virginia Working Women. They offer entry-level knowledge and skills for women who want to work in construction as their career. Officials say women make up 10% of the construction workforce. Program leader Christine Scissorback says the training students receive has led them to an 89% job placement rating on the construction field. The next program will begin this March.
From one woman's story to the next, February is the Go Red for Women month in the fight against heart disease. Americans will spend over $40 billion on dieting products alone this year. I found out what ingredient may be overlooked that could be the cause of some serious health and weight problems.
I get 3 buck doubles and 2.
Studies show most West Virginians are obese due to poor eating habits. Things aren't like that for Pasha Adamo. What she chooses to consume on a daily basis could be a matter of life and death.
My cholesterol is still high just because of genetics. I've been able to help that a lot on my own. So I know that from seeing my family, older relatives and cousins, what they've gone through, I know I need to start taking care of myself now.
Adamo has a family history of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and heart disease. All of these things are impacted heavily by sodium intake. The average American consumes 2 to 3 teaspoons of sodium a day. That's equal to 4,000 to 6,000 milligrams. Those numbers are double the Food and Drug Administration's recommended daily allowance. Dietitians say the best thing to do is to buy fresh fruits and vegetables. Kristen McCartney is a registered dietitian for the Cardiac Project. She says large quantities of sodium have harsh effects on the body.
You get more sodium in your bloodstream. It pulls fluid from other parts of your body, which makes your blood thicker and harder to pump. So that's where you get into heart disease and stroke and issues like that.
Adamo knows making tasteful and healthy choices can be difficult. However, she finds other ways to get great flavor without relying on salt.
I don't think people realize that when you use those vegetables and those fresh herbs, it's amazing how much flavor you can get out of that without needing salt.
Adamo hopes her focus on eating right will help her long-term health. Emily Veneri, WVU News, Morgantown.
And while people continue to monitor their weight and health, a new invention has been designed to look out for the safety of children.
That's right, Emily. An average of 250,000 children are injured in car accidents each year. Monongalia County has taken steps to improve the overall safety of children with a new piece of equipment. WVU News reporter Akash Vagela has more on this story. Akash?
Thanks, Alex and Emily. With thousands of children in Morgantown, some are expected to go to the hospital this year, but Monongalia County has recently been taking action in protecting children's safety. I found out what new emergency systems are in place.
Some parents may not know the dangers of taking children to the hospital, but Dr. Monique Jingold knows all too well the accidents that can happen.
So traumatic brain injury is getting more and more attention these days, but it's under-recognized. I mean, if a child bounces back but then is sleepy a couple days later, that still is the impact of the traumatic brain.
The new 5-point harness attaches children safely to stretchers, and Jingold believes that they are a positive step forward.
If the parent is holding a child and the ambulance suddenly breaks, and I'm sure that happens a lot, the child will just be a projectile. So this is definitely a good advancement.
The Star City VFD and EMS service is one of 3 ambulance services to receive a $185,000 grant for their new child restraint systems.
Captain Donald Dulaney of the Star City EMS and Volunteer Fire Department says that he can see no wrong.
They're convenient, they fold up real nice and neat, they go into a shelf, and when you need it, you always have it. So it's safer for the parent, it's safer for the child, safer for everybody.
The grants came as part of a statewide approach to securing a safer place for children.
If you would like more information about the new harnesses, you can call the Star City Volunteer Fire Department. The number is at the bottom of your screen. Alex, back to you.
Thanks, Akash. I'll bet parents are feeling much safer now about their kids should they ever have to go to the hospital.
I would too, Alex. Switching to sports, coming up on WVU News, we'll tell you which star athlete could miss some significant playing time on the basketball court.
And I'm Alex Wiederspiel. Stick around and I'll tell you why not even a cracked bone can stop West Virginia's Medina Ali.
WVU, West Virginia's window to the world.
The West Virginia women's basketball team is once again one of the top teams in the country, but the team could be losing one of its best players for a significant amount of time.
That's right, Alex. One of the team's star forwards recently broke a bone in her leg. How long will she be out? Our WVU News sports reporter Alex Wiederspiel joins us with more on the story. Alex?
Thanks, Emily and Alex. The West Virginia women's basketball team is once again in the top 25, but one of their star players recently suffered a broken leg that could put a hurdle in the women's season. One WVU women's basketball player has a cracked bone in her leg. She's been playing through the pain for over a month, but it hasn't stopped her from leading the Mountaineers to a top ranking in the country.
West Virginia forward Medina Ali is averaging over 13 points per game and leads the team in rebounds. However, Medina suffered a stress fracture in her leg just before the Mountaineers' first loss of the season. The injury is severe enough to force Coach Mike Carey to consider benching Ali until she is healthy.
I've just got to see if she can go with the high motor. If not, then we got to just sit her for a couple weeks.
The fans of WVU women's basketball don't want to see Ali hit the bench. Longtime fan Kim Harrison says Ali's brand of play inspires the team.
She really sparks them and is able to play a lot of really good defense.
Medina's teammates agree with Kim. Leading scorer Liz Rapella says Ali is a fighter.
She's going to sacrifice anything for the team. She's a great teammate.
Ali's aggressive style of play can lead to more time in the training room. However, she is doing all she can to stay on the court and play through the pain. Ali is able to do it all. Scoring, rebounding, playing defense, and setting screens all mean the same thing to her.
Go out there and work hard so you can just see that I'm not going to baby it. I'm going to just still go out there and compete.
The Mountaineers travel to Louisville this Sunday at 5 p.m. You can catch them on ESPN2.
You can catch Medina and the Mountaineers when they return to Morgantown on Tuesday, February 22nd. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. at the Coliseum.
Thanks, Alex. I hope Medina won't have to sit out for long. We definitely need her healthy if we want to win a national championship this year.
Me neither. Well, that's going to do it for us this week for WVU News. Remember to visit us online at itunes.wvu.edu. I'm Emily Veneri.
And I'm Alex Hagan. You can also watch any of our shows on YouTube. The address is at the bottom of your screen. Thanks for watching WVU News.